Oh, and are the pillows feather or foam?
Yes.
Sorry, which one?
I don't care.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I was just asking.
And I'm very much looking forward to the moment when that stops.
It doesn't matter. I don't know what to get you, and
It matters! It matters!
Doesn't matter! Just get us something!
There's a registry! You go on it! And you pick something!
If you did 20% of the work and got 80% of the results, wouldn't you do it? Well, Stephanie Miller wrote the book on it. How to Save the Planet the 80-20 Way. Let's hear some tips on how to save the planet right now on The Al Travis Show.
And we've got her, Stephanie Miller, The 80-20 Way, Zero Waste Living, The 80-20 Way, The Busy Person's Guide to a Lighter Footprint. Love having her on. How you doing, Stephanie?
I'm doing really well. Actually, when you were holding up my book, I realized I forgot to tell you, it's the 5-year birthday of my book. And,
well, happy birthday.
Yeah, and it's been such an incredible 5 years, and I got to know so many interesting people. I have gotten to know so many interesting people over the last 5 years, including you. So it's lots of good things to celebrate.
And I presume in honor of this book, we will not be making a cake, which will only eat one piece and throw the rest out, right? We're going to skip the cake.
Yeah, I've got a little social media happy birthday thing, and there's a cupcake. So, and it did not go to waste. Candle and cupcake. Yeah.
Fair enough. I didn't think it would. Lots going on. Weird, obviously, Halloween just getting past us. Is there any good way of disposing of all that? You know, I know you're anti-Halloween. I don't think you dislike the holiday, but
that's not true.
But no, well, what? Every piece of candy is individually wrapped. They're taking the amount of garbage in Halloween is off the charts.
True.
Okay,
But
so
doesn't mean I'm anti-Halloween. I just want us to do it better.
Yeah, 100% agree. But my point is, so we're here.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a kid's, pillowcase full of candy.
Candy.
Got the drawer over leftovers that you had. Is this just? It's already been put in the hopper. It's already out there in the world. So you might as well just eat one piece a day and then throw the wrapper away. I mean, we're beyond saving ourselves now, right? It's already there.
Yeah, pretty much. Whatever you've bought now has to be disposed of in one way or the other. You or whoever have sent your consumer dollar signals to companies to let them know what you wanted. I can tell you what I ended up doing, but so the vote has been cast, and here we are, and you've got all this candy, calories, and trash to deal with. I like to think positively. And so I like to think, well, if you see it now and it bothers you, why not think about next year what you want to do differently? And so I always I try to take away lessons from disasters like waste at Halloween. But I'm happy to say there was not a lot of waste in our household.
Well, good for you. I shouldn't share this, but I know of a couple who had bags left over from a year ago. So they froze them.
Oh.
Took them back out, mixed them in with fresh stuff, which, what is a kid gauge? He's getting old, what to do with it, Yeah. And I thought, okay, zero waste from last year. I don't imagine candy goes bad, does it?
Yeah, I think it does. I mean,
if it's frozen, you put it in the freezer, it's not doing, it'll just be that when it thaws, won't it? You're looking at me weird. I didn't do it. I know someone will, and I won't say their name in case this is illegal to share frozen candy bars.
Yeah, I doubt it's illegal, I think freezing it is probably as good a solution as any. I saw a listserv post where someone had a lot of extra candy and was asking who would like it, and all these responses. One person replied on the listserv to say, I would like it to save money for next year's Halloween candy. And I hope that they are not the ones who ended up with the candy, because I doubt they were going to freeze it. I think they were just going to
I see.
And having, unfortunately, I'll just quickly tell you, we never get trick-or-treaters, but I went ahead just in case you got to have something. And I bought for $2 each, 8 cardboard boxed candies. So they're more expensive, but I figured, we're going to get 1 or 2 trick-or-treaters. There's a lesson here that has nothing to do with zero waste. It has to do with calories. If you don't want more calories on November 1, don't buy the candies you really like. So unfortunately, I bought these lovely
that's
big
funny.
boxes of candy, 0 trick-or-treaters. And I looked at it the next day and I was like, shoot, okay, Whoppers, that's my favorite.
Love Whopper.
And so this is to your point about does candy go bad? So I ate the whole big box of Whoppers quietly in a corner, and
Crying to
some
yourself
of
just in the
them
back.
tasted like Milk Duds because they had gone bad. So I'm just here to testify
Fair
that
enough.
the candy, even the store-bought candy, the day after Halloween goes, anyway, it doesn't last forever.
I'm wondering if the reason you don't have, and this just went through my head when you said you had no trick-or-treaters, and I thought, why would someone not have? Is it possibly because you handed, I presume, walnuts out or something like that the first 4 or 5 years?
No.
Why? Because that would.
No.
Why not? Why do we not hand nuts out like that? They would last. They're cheap. They're environmentally friendly. This was a good call, actually.
Yeah.
Walnuts.
No. I never have handed out walnuts. It just so happens I live on a block of a lot of older folks, and there's not a lot of lights on the block for Halloween and leading up to Halloween. So I think the kids just skip this block entirely. I have been known to yell
Oh no.
at the kids I can see half a block away saying, hey, come here, we got candy. So no, it's not me. I promise you, Al, it's not me.
It
and
is
my reputation.
probably the only day you can yell those words across the street like that, but and get away with it. But yeah, that does scare the kids. But I get it. You get enough homes around you there that turn the lights off at 5 o'clock. We're not here. Just pretend you're not
There's
home.
other
It
great
ruins it for the
blocks in
neighborhood.
this neighborhood. They can just go there. Why take a chance on this dark street, I don't blame them.
With the lady screaming, "Hey, I got candy! I got candy! Trust me, little girl." Yeah, okay, that could happen. Can we go to break? Can I talk to you a little bit about my kid's wedding?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think, not that this couldn't have happened without you, but I'm really losing a lot of family members in this wedding thing. And I think it has to do with Stephanie Miller in the 80-20 way. We'll talk about, oh no.
Okay.
Put your candy over here, kids. Come on.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
When the stakes are high at the Minnesota Capitol, you need more than a lobbyist. You need a partner. At Momentum Advocacy, we bring nearly 90 years of combined experience in government relations, public affairs, and strategic communications. From nonprofits to national corporations, we help organizations navigate Minnesota's political landscape with integrity, insight, and results. Whether you need legislative champions or headlines, Momentum Advocacy delivers. For more, visit momentum-advocacy.com. Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol.
Easily offended? The Al Travis Show is not for you. The Al Travis Show. All sides are welcome.
And we've got our Stephanie Miller on the 80-20 way. I'm sure we'll talk a lot about the wedding because there's a lot of waste in weddings besides people's time. Just kidding. Appreciate you being here, Steph. You can laugh at any of the jokes if you'd like to.
Said by the parent, not the bride or groom, who feel every moment of their time spent on wedding planning is so critical.
It absolutely is, especially asking your dad his opinion, thinking you have to, but ignoring every bit of it anyway because it's not your wedding, Dad. Okay, I got it. Okay, then don't ask. Just do you. Here's an example, if I may.
Yes.
Traditionally, my side would now be taking care of the groom's supper.
Yes.
Supper beforehand. It's not anywhere near as big as obviously the wedding. It's just the party, that sort of thing. So we must go out and try venues to see who can, of course, do this adequately and that sort of thing. So we went to this place, Mediterranean place. I'm not sure, would that be my first stop? I don't care. They want it. Let's go. And then the Stephanie Miller kicks in as the guy's giving us the rundown on the hoedown and what they bring and how it works and that sort of thing. I must bring up, well, would this include regular plates and silverware? Because,
Oh, Al! Oh my gosh. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, Stephanie, this is where you don't understand. So we're in this restaurant. It's not. It is a restaurant, but it's about as fast foodie restaurant as you can get.
Okay.
As we were trying things, it was on paper plates and plastic sporks, and I said, how about napkins? Will you have cloth nap? This guy looked at me like I had a third eye in the middle of my forehead. My kid's jamming me. Dad, it's Dad, just stop. But I tried. Now, this place is not going to have silverware in that, but I'm not going to win this argument. But I tried, dang it, I did. And now my family's like, Dad, why do you got to say stuff like that? Obviously, there isn't a normal plate in the place. Like, I don't know, it's catering. Maybe they bring it. You got to ask.
Yeah, you do have to ask. Good for you for asking. Wait, so is this the restaurant you've settled on for the dinner?
Yeah, the kids were set on already. It's like their favorite little place when they go out, and they absolutely cater. And so it's not going to be fancy pants. It's just going to bring these guys come in and find your Mediterranean gyro sandwich. Is it gyro or gyro? I don't know. I don't even know that.
Gyro. I think it's gyro, but I am not I'm not the person to opine on this.
But a lot of this stuff is going by me. As an example, now this wouldn't be necessarily saving the planet, but do we get a band? Do you get a disc jockey to spin records?
Right.
And this is all quite expensive. I mean, compared to back in the day. Yeah. And of course, I'm trying to be me. I said, don't you have one of them speaker jobbies? I mean, I know they do. They can put it on the golf cart. They bring it up. Yeah, well, not necessarily the old.
Call them that anymore, right?
And it plays off your Spotify or whatever. Right. Yeah, I said, bring that and put it up. Yeah. And let everybody go up and say, hey, you can connect your playlist now. Who cares? I mean, right? Come up. And they looked at me like, you think people are going to just walk up to my little boombox and like, okay, I don't know. I'd save a few $1,000. That's not a bad idea. You look at me like that wouldn't go over well at a wedding.
So you're paying for this dinner,
no,
right?
The
the
room
music
supper,
is for the wedding.
For the wedding, and I'm like,
it.
and they were looking at it like a 5-piece band or something, or a really great. I'm like, you know what? I don't know if anybody ever remembered who played at their wedding.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't have a kid who's getting married yet, so you're giving me lots of lessons. But I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's better to wait to be asked about some things. But listen, you're paying for that dinner the night before, and I'm so proud of you that you asked that question. And here's what I want to say.
Okay.
For all the things that you can't get right, forget zero waste, that you can't get low waste, asking a question is a super powerful thing to do. It is. Someone was telling me there's a new Trader Joe's coming in nearby. And I used to love Trader Joe's, but everything is so packaged. And someone else was telling me, I'm going to go there, but gosh, bok choy is wrapped 3 times over. Yeah. I said, talk to the manager. Just ask. You don't have to demand. You don't have to be obnoxious. You don't have to say, I'm not shopping here if you don't change the packaging. But as a customer, you're standing in line. You ask a manager, they're going to pay attention. And if enough people ask, Well, maybe the Yido place will not change to
Yeah.
silverware, but the
Here's a-
customer asked.
This is so funny you say that. It's when you put in. So we're sitting around chatting about the wedding, and I come up with another brilliant one because I know flowers are killing the planet one flower at a time. These mass-produced things, and so we're chatting, and I said, and I just to the bride, I said, spend what you want on your bouquet. That's going to be something you're going to keep in every picture, and you're going to have it. But I said the idea like every other aisle will have a flower thing, and the end of it is you walk past when no one looks at it. They're supposed to be looking at you anyway. They're not looking. Oh, did you notice? I said just save your money there. She looked at me.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to have and then it's like then it sat in her head, and she's like, it's not necessarily a bad idea. I mean, and I said the same thing with every guy getting a corsage or whatever, a boutonniere. I said, every guy in the world will not have that even by the time they get home. They'll take the jacket off at dinner and the dancing, and then it won't exist.
Right.
So, well, it signifies who's in the wedding. I said, that'll be the guys in the matching suits. We'll know who they are. That's, some guy walked up and he wanted to watch. What?
I can imagine a lot of your commentary is not welcome by this. By the couple. But
see, and then you said that you should ask questions because there's not a bad question. You know what the bad question is? When your daughter-in-law goes, "Are you for real?" That's a question, and it doesn't make you feel good about you. That's just saying.
Yeah. Okay. I hope your daughter
Are either of those
not watching this show?
Are either of those ideas wrong though? I mean, do you have to every other one a boutonniere? Come on.
No, they're not. Of course, they're not wrong. But it just depends what's important to them, right? And then you got to work with that.
It says the gal who wants to save
You
the
should
planet.
bring me out to Minnesota.
I
could
will
be your
do.
fall person. I could be. Don't talk to me. Talk to her.
I'm trying to help. Is all I'm trying to do, and it's been funny.
And I appreciate it.
Well, I never would have done it had I not met you. I don't even think I ever would have thought about flowers. I would have faded out of the conversations and pick whatever. I would not have been there. But here I am talking to the man. Here's what I threw out to you. I don't know if you heard this. In the expensive places like D.C., New York, they're having people sponsor your weddings.
What?
Yeah, it's a new thing. It's brand new because they're so expensive. So let's say Captain Morgan sponsors the bar, right? They get a sign at the bar and you get a special Captain Morgan. They're sponsoring it. So I'm sitting there with the guy from Mediterranean. Yes, it's true. We've been talking about it. You didn't know that. Okay, it's very true. Think about it. What a great way of saving money. So I bring it up. The guy's sitting there trying to talk. And I said, one other thing before you go. And you see my kid's eyes roll behind his head. Any chance you want to sponsor the wedding? Like, what are you talking about? I said, it's new. It's this, that. None of them wanted to believe me it was a real thing. It is absolutely a real thing. They aren't going to go for it. Yeah.
Wow. But, oh my God.
So you sponsor the wedding. They have the meal. They have the little square thing you can take pictures of, URL code or whatever at the table.
Yeah.
You can have it at all the tables, and food brought to you by these guys. And then what happens is you say, please, everybody at the wedding, take a picture of that, like and share it with your friends. We're trying to get them 10,000 likes.
Oh.
Boom. They pay for the wedding.
Right. Okay.
Come on. That's
very
not a good idea.
Interesting. But I guess it doesn't work in Blue Earth, Minnesota.
No, it really doesn't. It didn't go over at all.
It's not a concept that's been embraced yet.
I had to find
always trying to trend set, Al.
I had to find the story on my phone that I used when we talked about on the air to show my kid I didn't make that up in front of the guy just to be that guy. So no, it's a
I'm going to
serious
start
thing.
asking about this. That's interesting.
Think about it. One big sponsor, maybe one of those hoity-toity hotels you work for sponsors a whole darn thing, and we get you hundreds of shares and it gets free. I can live with that.
Yeah.
I could. Right.
Interesting.
Got to fly. We're out of time.
Okay.
Zero Waste Living in D.C., zerowasteinDC.com. Fair enough?
Yes. Thank you.
Stephanie Miller on The Al Travis Show.
You need a